And now,
let's get back to your weekly music and entertainment fix.
Backstage with Sinead Ní Mhórdha.
With all the best music, interviews, and live sessions.
On Radio Nova.
Yet to come on this evening's show, you'll be going backstage with Courtney Taylor of the Dandy Warhols. Conor McCaffrey of The Star will be sharing his tips on the gigs to check out over the coming week. For now, time for more great music here on Nova. When Primavera Sound announced this year's lineup for the festival in Barcelona, it was somewhat equivalent to everyone's wet dream. Radiohead, PJ Harvey, Air, Battles, Mudhoney, Parquet Courts, Royal Headache, Sugar Ross, Black Lips, Algiers, Peaches. The reaction threw up this question: who isn't playing? Tickets sold out pretty quickly. The one band, though, that has been on everyone's lips since the announcement is Radiohead. It's been almost a decade since their last gig in Barcelona. There's been so much excitement building up for this show, also now aided by the fact that Thom Yorke and co. suddenly released their album, Moon-Shaped Pool, earlier this month. The Oxford Quintet kicked off their world tour in support of the album last Friday, and they surprised fans by playing 10 songs, the first time live ever, including talk show host Karma Police and Street Spirit Fade Out. They also performed My Iron Lung, which they haven't played live in 7 years, and they even teased Creep. This gig next week is just going to blow minds. They are playing the Heineken stage next Friday at 10:15. I just can't get enough of this track, of this album, really. Taken from Radiohead's incredible new album, A Moon-Shaped Pool. This is Burn the Witch on Radio Nova.
Backstage on Radio Nova.
The Dandy Warhols on Nova with the impossibly infectious anthem from the year 2000, Bohemian Like You. The Dandy Warhols have been making music out of Portland, Oregon for about over 20 years now. They gained recognition after they were signed to Capitol Records and they released their major label album debut, The Dandy Warhols Come Down, in 1997. In 2001, the band rose to new levels of fame after that very song enjoyed extensive exposure thanks to being featured in a Vodafone ad. They have gone on to release 10 studio albums, the most recent being Distortland, which was released just last month. You can catch the Dandies live in Dublin tonight at the Academy. And now, ahead of the gig, and joining me backstage is from Courtney Taylor. Courtney, thanks for taking the time to have a chat with me today. Now, before we talk about seriously esteemed fans, one by the name of David Bowie, and your amazing recording space, the Auditorium, I want to start by asking about the recording process. As whilst a lot of bands tend to go for vintage analog approach to recording, you take it to a whole other level. So tell me why you opt to record on an 80s cassette tape recorder.
I've owned it since I was 13 years old, and I'm fast on it, and that was it. I just needed to get these. I need to get the ideas down,
yeah,
and I need them quickly because I'm a pretty lazy artist. I want to get the technical part of it done within minutes. So then, once I get 5 or 6 of those, then I get technical. And first thing in the morning, get up and, do the technical thing. Plug that into the Pro Tools rig and start loading in all that stuff digitally, organizing it, lining up the grooves. There's, tape slows down and speeds up naturally because it's an organic thing. So you've got to work around that digitally and adapt to it. And then I get 5 or 6 of those, and then we take those and we put them into the auditorium, which is one of the most perfect. Our studio is one of the most perfect studios probably in the world as far as integrating analog, tube, and digital. We've really got an amazing collection. We've been doing this for 20 years, So our collection of equipment is exactly what's necessary to do what we like, which is part digital, part analog.
It sounds amazing. The auditorium sounds really cool. So you opened it in 2001. It just sounds like an incredible space. And of course, I can imagine you building up an impressive amount of instruments and random equipment. Do you still use it for an art space and clubhouse parties and things like that? Or is it specifically more so for recording and rehearsing?
We have a lot of parties there, but not public parties where we don't advertise parties, and we have a lot of friends. We've been around for a long time, so it exists. It's huge. We make film there. We make music, and most of the local chefs of Portland, all the cool badass chefs, know that bands come through there. We've had everyone from Bowie to the New York Dolls to the Strokes, everybody, Black Angels.
Sounds like an amazing arty space for like-minded individuals.
It was an indulgent move, really indulgent move.
Oh, why not? Do it. Speaking of Bowie, you actually got to know him on a personal level, didn't you?
Yeah, it was cool. It was really great. I mean, we didn't feel like, oh, this is amazing at the time. We were kind of stupid and, just like, well, of course he does. So does Joe Strummer. So does Robert Smith. Everybody loves us, We're the only cool band in the world in 1999. So, who are they going to be into? Creed, Limp Bizkit? Who are these guys going to be into? They're not going to care about popular music in America in 2000, So we sort of got to have, we got to have everyone to ourselves, so to speak. We got all these cool guys, these great legends, and that was great. David was, that one. Losing David is I don't even know how to describe it. I don't believe it yet. I still don't believe it. Somehow I think he's still there, and I still think about making him proud of us.
Oh, bless him. But he became fans, I guess, after seeing you play live. Can you remember what he said to you when he walked up to you? If you could even remember,
no.
You probably would have fallen down. Because Bowie's basicly God.
I think I was just too busy hitting on his backup singer,
Courtney.
I was dumbfounded. She's so beautiful, so cool. I couldn't believe it. She's beautiful. Chatting with her, and then the great man is poking me in the shoulder. Hello, Courtney. Fantastic. Whatever. I'm like, hey, good to meet you, man. Hey, don't leave. Hey, sweetheart, where are you going? What's your name? Yeah. Terrible.
Oh, you rascal!
It was always fun to see David Bowie, and go to his studio and meet him. Okay, we'll meet you here, and da da da. He definitely made us feel like we were outrageous,
Bowie made you feel outrageous? You're kidding?
Oh yeah.
How?
Just everything we did just seemed like, I don't know, trash comedy vaudeville. It was fun. It was really cool. And we were very intent upon what we were doing at the time, and you don't really realize the magnitude of that, of having the great man really just there, just available to you all the time. We didn't understand that. I don't think he understood it either, though. I mean, he was very, disappointed in the world not understanding that his, those records that he was making were his greatest works, and the world into this and that. It's like terrible. This is awful, and people are into terrible music. Why did this happen? What on earth? Corporate agenda has changed things so badly, I'm positive that he had no idea what his death would do to the world. It was our Elvis. He didn't know he was our Elvis. He thought he was just, another, guy who was big. And, he wasn't, Stones were playing 100,000 seat venues, and he was playing 25,000 seat venues. He didn't understand. He did not understand the magnitude of David Bowie. He didn't understand it. We didn't. Nobody did. No.
He sounds like such an incredible, humble guy, and it's so sad to think that he was so frustrated as he was with the world of the way it had gone and how his albums weren't relating to people. And he's one of the greatest artists, chameleons of our time. And just to think that he was so frustrated is so sad. He was such a great man.
I mean, I don't know that he sat around being frustrated about it, but he was just a really jolly sort of, intellectual. The jolly intellectual. Everything was really funny and absurd to him in the world, pretty much. Almost 99.99% of everything was just funny and was game to him, as far as I knew.
That's great.
I wasn't like a great friend. I didn't crash on his sofa and wake up hungover and make eggs with him or anything, But we did spend a little time together, and he was, like I said, he was available. He was available to us. It was crazy.
Special, yeah. Oh, amazing. How privileged to be in his company and got to, exchange your thoughts and feelings about it.
Yeah, and Joe Strummer was the other one that was,
wow.
That was really, really special. Personally, the band didn't know him. He just sort of just showed up one day. Mate, you're an odd man to get hold of, mate, and...
Well, yeah, he would be one of my legends, definitely up there. The Clash, one of the most important
another
bands.
guy who was at a point in his career that he did not understand, even remotely understand the greatness of himself. He had no idea the magnitude of, because it was, what was that? Probably 2001, maybe, that I met Joe and got to hang out with him, and we were his favorite band. You're the greatest. He's just one person. He said, "You're the greatest guitar band in the world, Courtney.
Oh,
Love your band, mate."
Oh, legend.
Yeah, that was great.
Such a compliment, man. Such a compliment. Thank you so much for your time. I better let it go. You probably have more interviews to jump into or rehearsals to do and stuff. So.
And sound check. I got to get running.
Your sound check. Cool. Well, listen, Courtney.
Looking for the man.
Yeah, you are. What a relief as well, I'd say. Courtney Taylor of the Dandy Warhols, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for being interested. It's flattering after all these years,
Oh, of course we're interested.
All right. Cool.
Bye, Courtney.
Backstage.
Entertainment update.
And to help you out with your gig picks over the coming week is Mr. Conor McCaffrey of The Star. Well, hello.
Hello, how's yourself?
Good, thanks. How's yourself?
Not too bad. Everyone's in Bruce Springsteen mode.
I know, he's amazing last night.
Yeah, the whole town's going Bruce Springsteen crazy.
It absolutely is. Oh, God, yeah. It's you're heading tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm heading tomorrow, yeah. There's lots of people out spotting around BACKSTAGE Street because I think he's staying in the Marriott Hotel.
Oh.
And he was actually in... Fly Fit Gym on Baggett Street.
Get out of here.
Yeah. On Thursday night.
I've been to that gym.
Yeah, it's my
Can you imagine going in for your spin class or whatever, and there's like Bruce Springsteen working?
Yeah, it's my girlfriend's gym, and she nearly
died.
No, she wasn't there, but she was like just going, oh my God, I can't believe it wasn't there.
Fly Fit, of all places. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, so Bruce Springsteen mode, you enjoy tomorrow, and we're going to get back to Dandy Warhols. I was chatting to Courtney earlier on, and you've more to talk of this wonderful man in this band.
Yeah, you might have read many articles over the last few years. Where are they now? But they're in the Academy in a few hours. They've got a new album out called Distortland. It's the same kind of grungy glam kind of stuff they've been doing for the last few years. not much has changed, but I mean, if you're a fan, that's perfect. They're still going to be remembered as Bohemian Like You, that song that was on every ad maybe 14 years ago or something now at this stage, isn't it?
It's still such a popular one. Like anytime I play it in a DJ set, people still go mad to it.
Yeah, so Bohemian Like You plus the new stuff.
They have a lot more than just that one single, mister. Okay, moving it on. You're going to tell my Bruce again.
Oh, you've got me here, but okay, I will talk about Bruce one more time just to say there's actually tickets left. Still? For tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
So what's going on? I can't believe it. You've literally got a few hours to get those tickets.
Okay, get them. Moving on now to another festival coming up. This looks really, really good this year, actually.
Yeah, it's the first big festival of the year, Forbidden Fruit in Emma. It starts next Friday, goes on the whole of the bank holiday weekend. Last year it was basically all techno and hip hop, but there's a bit more of a variation this year. You've got Battles, who are probably worth it they're probably worth the ticket alone.
Yeah.
Playing their third gig in 9 months, actually.
Wow, okay.
And Tame Impala, who were supposed to be one of the highlights of the picnic, even though I missed them. And then you've got Steve Mason of the Better Band playing as well. Then you've got Dizzy Rascal, Young Fathers, loads of stuff.
Loads of great stuff. That's a really cool festival. Speaking of festivals, I'm off to Primavera.
I'll rub it in once again.
Sorry, I don't mean to do it, I swear. Woo, Radiohead. Okay, enjoy Bruce tomorrow. I'll chat to you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, have a good weekend.
Next Saturday on Backstage.
Well, around this time next week, I'll be rocking out in the sun in Barcelona at Primavera Sound. But you will get a chance to hear my dulcet tones next Saturday, as you shall be treated to some of this year's best backstage moments. Take it easy and chat to you when I get back. Oh, and Bruce, if you're headed to the Boss and the E Street Band tomorrow, have a ball. I am headed there tomorrow myself. Cannot wait for it. I shall hand you over now to the talented Peter Devlin, who has impeccable taste in music. He's going to be spoiling you over the course of the next 2 hours with tunes from the Beach Boys, Tame Impala, Black Grape and The Boss. He's up next with the Saturday soundtrack right after the Nova News update at 7.